Do you consider yourself to be an introvert? If you want, you can answer this question for yourself. Just shuffle through your memory for situations that could answer this question. Are you an introvert? Interestingly, people answer this question different if you ask them the opposite. If you ask people, are you an extrovert? Then only 43% say they are an introvert, whereas when I ask you, are you an introvert? About 77% say they are indeed an introvert. So this is a suggestive question, and it is really interesting. The way you ask somebody has an impact on the way they see themselves. So this study tells us that the self-image more often than not, is quite, at least for a short time, quite fragile. On the other hand, and this could be shown in a second experiment, in which they asked participants whether they are unsatisfied with their social life. And if they asked in this way, about 19% said, yes, I'm quite unsatisfied. But if they asked whether they are satisfied with their social life, only about 4% said that they are dissatisfied. So this shows us, and this is often used by marketing experts, at first they asked, well, do you sometimes feel exhausted? Do you sometimes feel depressive? And then we search in our memory for situations in which we actually felt quite depressed. And then they propose a product that should help us to become less depressed, that should make us happy. But the interesting thing about that is that you might not have felt dissatisfied in the beginning. So you only felt dissatisfied because of the way of questioning. And this is very interesting because it also has implications for our normal everyday life, because we have to be very careful what kind of questions we ask ourselves. If I ask myself right now, do I feel depressed? Then I would search in my memory for situations in which I really felt depressed. And if I ask myself, do I feel happy right now? Then I think about situations in the last days or weeks in which I really had a great time. And maybe I would look around and look at this beautiful park and I would say, yes, I really feel quite good. And I think this is really an interesting study, and it has quite interesting implications for our everyday life. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you want, we will see you next time.